pretty big outdoor sets. And this next area, we call it our metro sets, short for metropolitan sets. It's kind of like we built a whole city out here. And currently we are set up for Fan Fest in this next section. We're gonna head on down to our Courthouse Square area where we filmed Back to the Future. And for Fan Fest, which some nights are, one of those nights is tonight. Anyone going? Get to come down here in the tram, walk around Hill Valley, take a little look around, so it definitely looks like Back to the Future. But coming up over to your right for St. Denis Medical, you'll see kind of the ambulance bay, the emergency room entrance hugging this right side area, this brick building. Across the street, you'll see a row of stairs. Jim Carrey ran down those stairs in Bruce Almighty.
Raise the door! I'm in the shower! Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good. Oh, you're done now. Great. Beautiful.
Beautiful indeed, Bruce. It's also where Robert Redford filmed parts of The Sting. It was also seen in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. But as we round this corner, let's take you back to the future. Welcome to Hill Valley, everybody. Marty McFly, Doc Brown, the Time Machine, all were here in the 1980s when we were filming Back to the Future. And currently, it really looks like Hill Valley. We are set up for Fan Fest nights. We even have the Enchantment Under the Sea stage over to your right. The infamous courthouse. We recently added a set in front of it. It's been used for the show Ted. This whole area is Framingham, Massachusetts. That is the high school for Ted. It usually says John Hancock High School. But it definitely looks like 1950s Hill Valley as Marty McFly has gone back to the future. And it's more of a small town set, mom and pop type stores all set up. But we got the city right around the corner. We got our financial district coming up over to your left. Big long street to your right. We call this street our New York Street. It can be really any city in the world, but we call it New York. And take a look at the sets. At first glance, they look pretty realistic, but we really just build the front and sides of buildings out here. We call them facades or false fronts. Why build the whole building if we're only going to use the front and the side of it? I mean, that would just be a waste of time, a waste of money. So we only build what we really need. And even the materials we use out here, what appears to be brick or stone, really just foam rubber, fiberglass, plywood. So these sets just have to look real enough on screen. They don't actually have to be real. I mean, sometimes just a painting of a building looks realistic. Up close, not so much. But over to your left, if we're filming from a bit far away onto this wall, this painting of this building blends right in with the rest of these sets, saves a whole lot of space. Now, we call this street New York, so I just want to check in with my co-host, Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday.
Sets. But we're going to leave the city behind for just a bit and head up this hill to a beautiful, luxurious location. Let's go to Skull Island.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up into adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times.
This is just a reminder at all times. Please turn on all flash photography and hold on to your belongings. Get those 3D glasses ready. Let's go for a ride. Dearest people of the tram, please remain seated and hold on to your loved ones. Welcome to Skull Island. or what looks like stone. Mostly just foam rubber, plaster, painted to look like stone. Perfect for the classic monsters to go roaming through, terrifying the villagers. This same set is also the afterlife in the show The Good Place. Kristen Bell, Ted Danson, William Jackson Harper. Some of the shops are still set up. Had a lot of frozen yogurt shops here for The Good Place. Oh, I love frozen yogurt. Same set is also Genovia in Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement. Oh, I know. Princess Mia had her princess parade walking around these cobblestone streets. And another Disney movie, Cinderella. Brandy, Whitney Houston, so much singing, so much royalty happened right here. But over to your left, you'll notice the railway station sign set up. Big open courtyard area to your right. Perfect place to set up the shops of The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Okay, well, maybe it's not all that bad.
Hi there. How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Please remain seated, everybody, and hold on. We're working on a new movie. It's a disaster movie. And check out this set. Production designers did a great job building the interior of a subway station. Added all this detail, like watered down the concrete to make it look like it just rained outside. Now the cast and crew are currently on a lunch break, but when they come back, they'll have a whole scene ready to film, and they'll pick up from where they left off. And I thought they were on a break. Are they filming right now? Hold on, everyone. But first we're going to head over to Amity Island to get some rest and relaxation.
You gonna get the school?
attraction was based on Steven Spielberg's Jaws. It's celebrating its 50th anniversary. Now, it's a pretty hot day today, but we still are going to have a little weather demonstration over to your left. We're going to add in some rain. So take a look over to your left-hand side. Let's turn on the rain now. Now, a lot of times we have to create our own weather when we're filming here on the lot. So this is an overhead sprinkler system which shoots the water up in the air, then lets it fall back down to the earth naturally. Here's how we have complete control over the weather. It's kind of relaxing. Now, if we can turn it on, we can turn it off. So watch this. I'm going to turn off the rain. See? Rain off. Hold on. Rain off? Why isn't it turning off? Wait, what is that? Uh-oh, to your left. Take cover. You know what? That one's on me. I let it rain a little too much there. All at once, turned into a flash flood. My bad. Lady Gaga filmed there for her music video Judas, and it's an example of a large-scale mechanical effect, actual water being dropped from barrels located at the top of the hill, creating that flash flood. You can also see that in Big Fat Liar, the movie.
You can't outrun a wolf, kid!
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Hang on, funny poster!
There it is. Well, we are heading into our western sets right now. Welcome to the Old West. Cowboys, actors, directors, they all filmed here. A few years ago, director Quentin Tarantino was here, filming Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Filmed multiple scenes with Leonardo DiCaprio, put a lot of dirt down on this concrete road, made it look like the dusty Old West was back in action. The horror movie Maxine, starring Mia Goth. They had her running around this set, kind of took over the whole studio for a few days filming Maxine. But these classic cowboys really made this whole area come to life. The Duke, John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart, Clint Eastwood, Kirk Douglas, Robert Redford, just to name a few. Director Steven Spielberg filmed here as well, directing movies The Color Purple as well as Amistad. And we're going to head back into that quiet zone for the Burbs. We're actually going to be passing by the neighborhood that they are filming on. Now, it's up kind of in our residential area. You'll see a lot of houses. Now, they look like houses, but they are sets. Coming out of that quiet zone for the Burbs, filming deep inside those residential neighborhood sets. Now, right now, you'll see a lot of picture cars here, famous cars. Any car on screen is called a picture car. We got Dom's 1970 Charger, a few cars from the Flintstones, Back to the Future, even a Bumblebee from Transformers. But we're going to take you back to the 1960s right now, to a classic movie called Psycho, to the Bates Motel. This is from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Now over to your right, you see the Bates Motel, and oh, that's him. Yeah, that's Norman Bates, the one and only. Hey Norman, how's it going? Hey, how's business? Norman, hi. Oh, I don't think he heard me. I mean, he has a lot on his mind. He runs his motel by himself, takes great care of his customers. Look, helping someone to their car. Oh no, that's the trunk, Norman. Oh boy. I think you better check out early from the Bates Motel. Oh, must go faster. Must go faster. Shoes. And we're gonna take you by the Psycho house to your left. Take a look in the upstairs window. Might see Mother Bates rocking back and forth. Hi, Mother. Happy early Mother's Day. And there's a sight to see behind this Psycho house. We are heading into the plane crash set from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. This movie is about an alien invasion that comes to Earth. And production designers used a real airplane. Cut it up into these big pieces, ripped the roof off of it, added all this debris, luggage, props, built the facades of these houses. Here's a glimpse at what they filmed.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Stevens.
You forget to sit down to talk about the War of the World. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
Jupiter's Claim, and we're going to drive you right through it. Here he is, writer-director Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Life. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of a UFO hotspot. Welcome to the world of Motel. Universal City, and you can currently stream Nope on Peacock. This big blue screen, we call that our Falls Lake area. Big blue wall, could also be a green screen, and we do a lot of filming in front of this big blue wall. We really do. There's a basin at the foot of it. We could fill that up with water, sand, place actors or a large piece of machinery in front of that big blue wall. Act out the scene, and then we can insert whatever background we need in the editing room using CGI computer-generated imagery. We could add in creatures attacking, a Hawaiian sunset, a volcanic eruption. It doesn't look like much when we're looking at it now, just, well, it's very blue. But check out this scene from Sully. It stars Tom Hanks. It's about the Miracle on the Hudson. True story. They filmed these scenes in front of this big blue wall. See if you can find it. Evacuate.
So for these scenes, the plane was in the basin. They filled the basin up with water. They had all the passengers standing on the side of the plane there on those rafts.
And then where you see the background, the city skyline, all those clouds, that is where that big blue wall